Hello guys, this is Vaish. So we'll discuss the editorial for August 8th, 2023, and today is a Tuesday. And compared to yesterday, which had only one article, today some more number of articles are there, and it is focusing on Make in India especially, and the semiconductor, the superconductor, minerals and resources. So many science and geography resources related topics it is, and it is going to be very, very important because UPSC keeps asking questions. Okay, UPSC many times or every year two questions will be there, which is about metals, minerals, major minerals, minor minerals, anything, and it's very difficult to remember all these metals and minerals. Okay, so many things I'll teach you. Try to make notes out of it because 2013 question you can see as part of computers and all, what can be generated as e-waste into the environment, and they've given beryllium, cadmium, chromium, heptachlor, mercury, lead, plutonium. Okay, and options are also given. So this was the days when elimination used to exist, and it is very easy also. If you eliminate one or two options, or one option itself, you get to the answer directly here. Try to tell in comment section what is the answer. But now when the pattern has changed, now they are not giving this 1 2 3 4 kind of options. They are giving only 1, only 2, only 3 and all. Like here also they will tell only 5, only 7, only 3, like that. How many number of items are correct? So that time it is very difficult. So that is why you have to start studying every metal which you see on screen. Individually, you have to know what kind of metal it is, what are its application, does India has mines for it. These are the things which UPSC keeps asking question. Okay, like last year lithium discovery, reserves discovery in Jammu and Kashmir is one of the biggest finds in the history of India, because lithium is the future for all the electronics and anything electric vehicles which you are going to use. And in the world, it's very, very less places where this lithium is there. Okay, there's a lithium triangle, 3 countries in this area in the South American region, Latin American region, and like that in like China, USA, there are certain places where this is there. So India's find is one of the most significant thing, especially now when we are shifting to this e-vehicles and electric things. Okay, so more things you will learn. A lot of interesting science topics are more today. Okay, so please focus. So let me just go to the slide. Okay, so here again one more addition I am adding. Maybe it will come as a separate video series also, like importance of each day. Okay, because UPSC started asking like which is like this language day, which is some other handloom day. This all came in 23 prelims, 2023 prelims, like August 7th is handloom day, something like that. One statement was there. So I thought to teach you this also. Maybe like this in editorial we'll include it, or maybe a separate series where each day like what is its specialty we'll do. August 8th I took as the first thing to explain to you because many things happened on August 8. Many historical events happened on August 8. Like if you see, Mahatma Gandhi launched the Quit India movement. Okay, so Quit India movement 1942 August 8. 1967, the ASEAN body was found in again the same day, August 8, 1967, where that time 5 countries, if you see Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand, they came together in Bangkok in Thailand, and they signed a document to make this historical body ASEAN, which is a very big group of 10 countries now, and they have a free trade relationship with many countries including India. So that is why it's very historic. Okay, 1945, World War was going on. August 6th, USA dropped a bomb in Hiroshima, atom bomb, and 9th in Nagasaki. In between that day, okay, between that nuclear bombs day, August 8th, the Soviets, that time USSR, declared war on Japan, and many places in Japan was captured, including Manchuria. Okay. So again, if you see the term global warming, which we keep telling now, it's a very common term, but first time ever it came in newspaper on 1975 August 8. Okay, so these are GK fact, which maybe in other exams also it will help you. I found it interesting, so that's why a very quick time, like 1 minute it will take to explain these things. I mean, I'm not going to explain this, just give you these pointers. And in 1994, Israel and Jordan in the Middle East, those countries which were like having tensions, they opened the first road link. Okay, and many other things are there. I took only what I felt important in UPSC perspective. There are many other things, like many USA presidents resigned on this particular day, and something was declared on this day, but I didn't find it important for UPSC. Okay, like many things are there, British related history and all, many things are there. So this is the new edition. Tell me in comment section how you liked it. Okay, first thing, answer that question, 2013 prelims question, and tell me this one, what is your opinion on this particular edition which I felt good. Okay, now editorials today are important. Other than that, in another page of Hindu, there was this act, okay, Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Bill 2023. This got passed. Okay, so that means obviously in editorial it is going to come, but what if it doesn't come? So I thought, because this act and all, I always likes analyzing and looking into what the government builds in different policies. So I just put it. Okay, so this one actually, if you see, August 2nd, it is passed in Rajya Sabha also. That means now this bill has become an act. And the one prelims thing, what is white gold? Lithium is referred to as white gold. Okay, like that black gold is also there. Try to find out what is called black gold. So now here, in this thing, there are many minerals and metals being talked about in the new policy. So rare earth metals or rare earth elements is a group of actually 17 elements, which is there in our periodic table, which I'll show you. And they are very, very critical in the coming days because it is having applications in electronics and industry, in renewable sector and industry, and everywhere rare earth elements are going to be very, very essential, and mains question is expected on rare earth elements. Okay, and it is found lots in Earth's crust, but to mine it, proper mining areas are not available. That is why if any country has it, they are like going to boom. Okay, and China is having it. China is having more than 30-35% of rare earth elements, and that is why they are already very high compared to India and other countries in the economy. They are going to again boom. Okay, so now electronics, defense, automobiles, and the countries, as I told, China, then Vietnam, then Brazil and Russia. These are the top 4 countries where the rare earth mining areas are there. These are the names of the 17 rare earth elements you can see on screen. This yttrium, cerium, lanthanum, erbium, terbium. Okay, almost everything looks the same only. In the periodic table also I've highlighted the this thing. You can see the elements in order, and then this one, if you can by heart, it's good for you, but don't by heart just like that. Just have a glance, okay, a cursory glance, so that when it comes in prelims, you should know, okay, this is rare earth element. Okay, it's only 17 now. More discoveries are there. We'll deal with it later. So now this is the distribution. China has, you see, 37.9%. Then we have Vietnam around 18.9%. Brazil has 18.1%. Russia has 10.3% and India has 5.9%. Okay, and then other countries you can see, Australia, South Africa, Tanzania and all in minute 1, 2, 3, 4, that range percentage is there. This is the distribution. So in a mains answer also, whatever is needed, I'm telling you. Okay, before going to the bill, the minerals amendment bill, I'm telling you all these things. So now into this bill, again bill where you will see PRS website, you go and see the correct clause in English language, in simple English language it will be written, not the parliament language. Okay, so here first thing you have to understand is mining licenses is always a debate, like this government gave to that private people, like that it happens. And open auctions were introduced so that everybody can bid, even you can go and bid and you can get the mining license. Okay, so now what they have done is, if you see here, the act is to regulate this thing, obviously regulate the mining sector. So the act classifies this mining activities into some sections. One, if you see, reconnaissance stage, which involves the preliminary survey to determine mineral resources, meaning just a survey you are doing to find whether there is mineral resources existing or not. Then prospecting, which includes the exploring, locating or proving mineral deposits, meaning first you found out an area, now you have to prove that okay, these minerals are there and it's ready for mining. Okay, then the last one is actual mining, and the mining also 2-3 stages are there, meaning the geological mining kind of thing, then a detailed mining. It's a little that I'll tell you. Okay, 3-4 steps are there. So here now they are made it more easier. This bill is in such a way that the mining process, the mining license acquiring, everything they have made it much more easier, meaning much more private people can participate. Because in most of the countries, developed countries, if you see, it's not the government who is sitting and mining everything. There are a lot of private people with resources, more capital, more technology. They are the ones who is mining faster and we are taking out faster. And that's why they are making more and more advancements in science and electronic field. Okay, so same thing we are trying to put it in India also, and that bill is passed already. So here, whatever many things were prohibited in the earlier act. Okay, this is an amendment act. They are amending one existing act of minerals. So here they are allowing this drilling and subsurface excavation and many things in this reconnaissance stage itself. The first survey stage itself, many things were prohibited. That and all they are allowing. That is the first thing. Okay, including subsurface activity. That is the first step. Then the licenses also. Usually we had a prospecting license, a mining license, a composite license for prospecting and mining. Now they introduce a new thing called exploration license, which is like a combination of this reconnaissance and this thing, okay, prospecting, or for both activities. So a new license called exploration license is a new entry. Okay, this is not in prelims, it's not important. In your mains, you may need these points. Okay, and this license will be issued for 29 minerals, which will be specified in a schedule under that act, 7th schedule. Okay, and it includes gold, silver, copper, cobalt, nickel, lead, potash and rock phosphate. And also they include 6 minerals which ideally was or usually was atomic minerals. Atomic minerals are something which only the government had reserved it for themselves. Only government can mine it. Example, they are telling this beryl and beryllium, lithium, niobium, titanium, tantalum, zirconium. This is very important because 2023 prelims question, there was question on titanium, there was question on lithium, there was question on cobalt. Okay, separate prelims question was there, meaning you have 6 marks already. In 3 questions is 6 marks. So that much important is minerals. Okay, maybe 24 prelims nothing may come, but 25 prelims again it will come. So we don't know which year is lucky for you, which year you are going to pass. So this and all is definitely your syllabus portions. Okay, so now auctions will happen where the exploration license will be granted by the state government. This also, UPSC keeps twisting this. In the statement they'll put the licenses is issued by the central government, or the laws and guidelines are made by the state government. So here this is very important. Exploration license, which is new, is granted by the state government through competitive bidding, but the guidelines and this prescriptions and details of auction and all will be by the central government. Okay, license is given by the state, but the rules are set by the center. So like that, this also is very important point. Then again, validity. For 5 years, this license will be given, and you can extend it for another 2 years also. And that doesn't mean you have to wait till the 5 years gets over. Once your 3 years gets over, the first 3 years gets over, then you can apply another for extension. So the 5 will become 7. Understanding? Don't wait for the 5. Apply. You got 5 years. Then first year over, second year, third year over. That time again apply 2 more years. So you will get the existing 2 and again 2 more. That is how they have written here. Okay, in the bill. And again then area. Earlier it used to be only 25 square kilometer area, the prospecting license. Now the new permit allows 5,000 square kilometer for reconnaissance and then exploration for 1,000 square kilometers. So that you don't have to buy heart, but they have increased the area in which exploration can be done so that you recover properly. Okay, else this much small area, you may not find out anything. Okay, then reports every 3 months, the operations. It's not like private people come and bid and then they do some other activity there. Okay, you have to do mining. So that you have to give or exploration. So that exploration you have to give the report every 3 months to the government. Okay, geological report. Then there is incentives. Government will provide lot of incentives. State government will involve if they don't complete the task in some time. Central government will tell like, okay, state, you are responsible. You should pay that fees. Okay, meaning Central will be regulating everything. Okay, state is the one who is mainly dealing directly with the players, but center will set some rules. Okay, and if state doesn't follow that rule or private people doesn't follow that rule, then state will be responsible and they will have to pay that fees or mining, whatever. Okay, so that you can read that point. I'm not telling everything because I expect one editorial will again come, or in my prelims test series also, I'm going to give this in a detailed fashion. Okay, this particular thing on the August PDF, obviously, when students get it, you will get all these pointers. Okay. Now, auction of certain minerals by central government. This I already told that some minerals which were reserved for government, the strategic or critical minerals here written lithium, cobalt, nickel, phosphate, potash, tin. Phosphate is written twice. Okay, even government can make mistakes. Phosphate, potash, tin and potash. So these things and all will be included in this particular thing. Okay, so however concession will still be granted by the state government. So there are certain things which will be now available for people to explore. Okay, so just read this again. This bills and all will keep updating if any other clause adds, but as of now this is passed. Okay, and this one, why did this union government do this? It's not like randomly drafted a bill. United Nations, there is already a framework. United Nations framework classification of mineral reserves. In that, it's already written the different stages: reconnaissance, prospecting, general exploration, detailed exploration. So inspiring from that only, Indian system of bill is also drafted. Okay, so that is just a reference point I told you extra. Which is not there in the Hindu. Okay, because when I simply googled these things, I found like, okay, there is a UN framework. Okay, so now before going to the main editorial articles, test series discounts and installments after August 15th we may not be able to provide. Okay, so whichever pack you like, there are 5 packs open for enrollment. Choose that pack and there is installment. So pay that first installment at least and then lock your enrollment. Okay, then after that we can work it out because 4 months we are giving. So that 4 months, how much you can pay, that we can work it out. In 4 months only you have to complete it. So that and all we can discuss in WhatsApp. But at least don't miss out the chance and then ask like, sir, a batch 3 will come or not. Okay, this batch is starting on August 21. Now a third batch if I have to start, obviously it will be around October time. So October means again you are wasting your 2 months. Okay, don't waste 2 months. 2 months, 60 days is like very, very precious. By that time, you can complete like 2-3 NCRTs and 1 Spectrum, maybe Lakshmikant half. This much you can complete in 60 days. So don't waste and then again think like I will start from NCRT from October. That is a very bad decision, I will tell, for people giving in 24. 25, there is a 2-year timetable. I know I promised you like before August 20 it will come, but it delayed because you know this many activities I'm doing in a day. It will come. Okay, because you don't have to worry. There is 2 years for your preparation. Start reading basic NCRT, watch my foundation first, basic NCRT, or open Lakshmikant, buy all the books, set up your study room, do the basic things. By the time I will launch it, okay, I will announce in YouTube only. It will be very detailed what to do each day, like maybe 2-3 hours only per day I'll keep, so that because you have 2 years to study. So very easily, gradually you can study. You will like give test in every maybe little bigger frequency will be there, bigger gap will be there because these people have only 1 year to study. So every 1 week maybe there is a test, but for you maybe every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks there will be a test. The gap will be bigger. Okay, so that way I will do it. 700 and plus days timetable, nobody can make it for you, and I am doing it. So it will take some time. Okay, so bear with me. So the article's headlines I'll tell you. First one, in Pakistan, our country, a neighboring country, which is a failed state, I will call. I have no sympathy for that country. I have no feelings for that country because they have always wasted their chances. Okay, more than 23 times they have failed economically, and every time IMF and World Bank has helped them. Okay, there's nothing wrong in failing once or twice or thrice, but 23 times failing as an economy and then taking loan from them, and without using that loan for repairing your economy, you are again doing your other agenda of military defense spending and unwanted the religion boosting. Okay, then building the tallest flag. This kind of many illogical things they do, so they don't deserve any sympathy. That country is failed, and the people living there, I don't have anything against them, but I will call Pakistan a failed state only. Okay, it's totally a mess. So because other countries we see, Sri Lanka comes in problem, Nepal comes in problem, Bangladesh comes in problem. Once the mistake happens, they learn and come out of it. These people never learn because the government and military, they are controlling. Nobody knows who is controlling. Okay, one day military will be in power, one day Imran Khan will be in power, one day the ruling party will be in power. So Imran Khan itself, in the last 3 months, it's the second time he's getting arrested, and this time he's like gone, 3 years jail. Okay, that I will explain. Little bit 2 slides. I'll explain why he's in jail now. So that is the first one. Second one, China's view in communism, in their style of looking the world. Okay, so this article is totally irrelevant. This author, I don't know why he has written this, because it doesn't help anyone. Okay, China's views and all, nobody cares. They will tell whatever in their favor only. Let them be whatever. Okay, so that article, I felt it irrelevant for any exam which you give in India. Okay, now the next one, surveys, random survey. Multiple times we have done that. India's data collection in different surveys like National Family Health Survey, Consumer Expenditure Survey, and Niti Aayog's reports. There's a lot of mismatch. Random surveys are happening. So that again, data of politics. The author is trying to tell that the nation's thing depends on the data, and data, everyone shows different data, and they fight with each other. One tells unemployment is high, one tells unemployment is low. So that again, 3-4 times in July month we discussed this. So it's irrelevant. Okay. Then this one, if you see, superconductor. Okay, this and this side also, superconductor. So superconductor, they are having reference to semiconductors also. So semiconductor static part, superconductor static part, the news item which came, and many news items which came in the last 3 years related to this, everything we'll discuss. Okay, so it's very, very detailed. And then this one is again, right to privacy versus right to information. We have RTI Act since 2005. Manmohan Singh brought it. An excellent act it is. People can just take, I think, a 10 rupee form and write and give to the government. Whatever question you ask, except for some security things and all, they will reply you. Okay, but again, it will contradict the right to privacy, right? You are asking about something like, okay, what is Modi doing? What is Modi's salary? What is his this thing? You are asking many. I'm not telling Modi. I'm telling anybody, any public person's wealth, anything you ask about a personal thing. Okay, how is he doing that? What is he? Anything which you feel, because privacy has no particular definition. Okay, we tell, okay, this is my personal thing, this is my privacy, then it is a private thing. Okay, so that debate between right to privacy and right to information, that debate, this author is told something and all in context of Data Protection Bill 2023, which we already discussed. And why it is not important to discuss now? Because that bill is not yet passed. That bill, again in PRS, you go and see DPDP, Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023. It is introduced in Lok Sabha. It is passed in Lok Sabha. Now it has to pass in Rajya Sabha. Only then it will become an act. Okay, this now if you go and open the PRS website, it's a very lengthy bill. Okay, not like how I showed you that mines and minerals one. It has, like, you have to scroll down, that much content is there. Meaning that many clauses are there. Now we have to see it. Obviously, because of the numbers BJP has, it will pass. But still we have to see whether everything is retained or something gets deleted. So in future, we'll discuss again if needed. Okay, but anyway, I have a little bit told what is this bill and why this bill was there in the July editorials. Please watch from starting. Okay, we will not repeat static part or already done part again and again, else editorials will become lengthy videos. Okay, now the last one here, this side we have this local news, where it's Tamil Nadu politics. Okay, but one mention they have told about Neyveli district in Tamil Nadu, which is famous for something, which is there in a geography text, NCERT textbook also, lignite reserves. Okay, meaning your coal, one form is lignite reserves place. So that again, in my revision chart, we have detailedly covered Vaishya students who enroll to test series not only get tests and notes, you get a lot of revision charts, 250 plus revision charts, in which at least 80 to 90 will be history, because history is the one which has maximum factual information. Lot of kings and poet and war and many things. Okay, but geography and other things are conceptual. Still in geography, these kind of charts will be there. Coal, mercury, our different Kyoto Protocol and different UNFCCC agreements, everything has charts. Okay, I have myself made it and I have doing this for since last 6 years now. These are excellent resources for you to revise everything. Okay, here if you see lignite's line, what it's written, the last column, lignite, against it is written the places. Okay, Palna of Rajasthan, Neyveli of Tamil Nadu, Lakhimpur of Assam, Kareva of Jammu and Kashmir. These are all is taken from different textbooks and made it for you. Okay, so this is something which we call revision charts, which only I think Vaishya is giving. There are many people who give mind maps and other things and all, but the simplicity which we present this, the data, exact data which you need to by heart. There is no other drama here. There is no other unwanted scripting here. It's purely the by hearting facts alone, which if you save it in your phone, okay, after enrolling with us, you on the exam day or while traveling, every time you can simply like this scroll and see image files it will be. Okay, so 250 plus image files in this format. Another snippet card is also there in black color, which we give a lot of factual pointers, which is mostly based on previous year questions and all. This year also question came from that Wolbachia bacteria science and tech. In my science and tech snippet card, it was there what it is. Okay, so like that many factual things are there. So you study with our test series, revise with our revision chart, by heart with our snippet card, enhance your mains with our editorials. Okay, everything is there. Just take these things seriously and watch every day, study every day. Okay, consistency is the key. Those who stop, like take a 1 week gap or that kind of people are not going to clear UPSC. Okay, as I told, I don't sympathize and I don't tell everything in the student's angle, like, okay, you will pass anyway, you deserve it. Nobody deserves it. Only people who are consistent deserve this exam. Okay, simply in your mind you have that I want to become IAS and you don't do any hard work for it, you won't clear and you don't deserve it also. For that you cannot sit and cry. Okay, only people who will put effort, only who will study every day, they only will pass. Okay, that applies to everyone. So please take exam seriously. UPSC is not like other exams where you study 3 months and give the exam. Okay, SSC exam I'm telling you, take 3 months coaching from wherever, you will pass. Banking, 3 months coaching, you will pass. State exams or certain exams take 3 to 6 months of effort and coaching. Questions repeats actually. Many questions are by hearting GK questions. Okay, UPSC is not like that. Every year will be a shock. Next year will be surely a shock. Don't expect things and go. It will be unexpected. It will be difficult. Okay, so effort every day is the key, is the priority. Now, this is that superconductor article we will discuss. Okay, actually in South Korea they have discovered a material which they claim in room temperature also it shows superconducting properties, because usually something has to be cooled to a limit critical temperature, then only it will show superconducting, meaning unlimited conducting, more than a normal conductor. Conductor means passing electricity. So that without any resistance, superflow, that is superconductor. That kind of one material which without cooling in normal temperature and pressure, they are claiming. So that what the scientists have to tell, that we will discuss. Now, this is the WhatsApp number. Okay, in this WhatsApp number only you have to come and ask me to begin your preparation. Foundation will be given. After foundation, test series you can enroll if you need a 1 year timetable. Else you can start watching our daily classes and lectures are there in YouTube. Okay, so that are not already playlist after playlist we are doing in English. You can watch that. Now, Imran Khan gets 3-year jail term in Tosha Khana case. This Tosha Khana is actually their treasury, you can tell. There will be many things which comes to the state treasury, state government, the government treasury, that if he keeps it for his personal use and personal thing and decorating his house, that is wrong, right? So that case is now proven and 3 years jail term. He was arrested. These are the scenes where he is arrested. You can see this. And then again, you can see these are the items. Okay, see a lot of gold plated kind of items you see. Price is also written there, rupees. There also, rupees it is. So here a lot of things are there. This and all was recovered and he is arrested. 3-year jail term. So I don't think there is any coming back. This much worth money. Okay, 142 million, 85 million, 141 million, 48. Big money. Okay, you can see assets and properties. Tosha Khana gift. Everything. Okay, here Prime Minister, when Indian Prime Minister, whatever gift he gets, immediately he'll put into either that PM Care Fund or he will immediately auction it and get more and more money, because he knows business. Modi is a person who knows to do business. Okay, he wherever money can. That's why statue after statue, tourism after tourism, he's promoting that too much, because India was always known that Either through tourism means you will make money through Taj Mahal, or any other 2-3 things are there. Or another thing is you have this IT and call center jobs. These are the places where India makes the maximum money. Okay, I'm telling money from the foreign people. Okay, here domestic we have many other sources. From foreign country or foreign people we make money means either through tourism, which is a little bit it was, and it was this one, IT sector. So now IT is anyway going. We are signing agreement after agreement with USA and all, but tourism was a little weak. So we started now making almost use of the schemes itself. You see, many heritage schemes are there, which this government launched. Swadesh Darshan scheme is there, and that I forgot certain names, but there are in 2014 itself he launched. Okay, many things which even now it is running, where you are beautifying the tourist places. You are making that Swadesh circuit, that Buddhist circuit, Rama circuit, Krishna circuit, and many circuit you are making, so that one tourist who planned to come maybe to one temple, from there we will tell, okay, there is a tourist package, you get onto this train, next 2 days we'll show you 8 more places. So these foreigners who comes with foreign dollars and all these people, this thing, they will travel from one place to all these places, and everywhere they'll like spend on food, on stay, on any other shopping which they do, because they like our handicrafts and all these things. For that also we have now schemes like one district, one product. So like that, the tourism sector is one of the most booming and potential sector, which many countries have used to turn over their economy. Okay, meaning they were completely down, and tourism, because they focused, they have become number one in revenue, foreign revenue. Okay, that's why our forex and everything you see is increasing. Okay, tourism is something which everyone, when you are also giving an exam or anything you can do later in your sector, or anything when you become an officer, focus on tourism, focus on attracting people to certain places. It can be beautifying the beaches, it can be the parks, or anything you make that city where people want to come for maybe leisure or for work or anything. You make your place attractive, it will give you double the revenue than you do other things normally. Okay, or not double, maybe 3, 4, 5 times. So that is the point. So I diverted from the topic. Now coming back to this thing, Pakistan Prime Minister has misused the money, and you can see the numbers also here. And again, this article, if you see, they are written about what happened actually. Second time in 3 months, Imran Khan is getting arrested, and this time for that gift issue. Last time it was this Al Qadir Trust, some case charge, and this time 3 years is gone. Not only arrested, for 5 years I think he's disqualified from parliament. Like here, Rahul Gandhi's disqualification got cancelled. There Imran Khan is disqualified. He cannot stand an election because election is going to happen in November. And this is not the first time that somebody is getting this thing, okay, like disqualification, jail time and all. Before also Nawaz Sharif, Shahid Khan, many people were done, went through the same process. And mainly it is not because of political versus political rivalry. It is political versus military rivalry, okay. So here they are telling that earlier Imran Khan has to have good good chemistry with this military people. That is why 2018, a big win he had, he became prime minister. But after that, they developed differences, and it's not 1 or 2 cases now, hundreds of cases are registered under Imran Khan. One he escapes, they'll put in another. Another he escapes, he'll put in another. So this time, because he's disqualified also, and he was in house arrest for many time, I don't think he's going to come back. Okay, another thing, last time when he was arrested, it was like big public riot. Everybody came on the streets and everybody were shouting for him here, because he provokes also the people. Now also you can YouTube, you can search the video. He releases a video first that, see, I am going to be arrested any particular minute. They'll come into my house, they'll arrest me. So you should be like ready. You should be ready to be on the streets for the democracy, for our thing. You have to raise your voice. Okay, it's for our people, it's for our community. The religion angle also he brings. Okay, so that is now not happening. This time when he got arrested, it was complete silence, or very less riots, less people are on the streets. So the military has been able to suppress the public expression. So it's kind of killing the democracy, because they are also democracy they are calling now. So Pakistan's democracy is failed by silencing the public expression. This is what the author is trying to tell. Semiconductors, the most important article for today, where a lot of static things also I'll teach you. So semiconductor, in our Make in India program, we have been boosting it a lot. Now in Semicon India conference in 2022 in Bangalore, which happened, we made that, see that lion thing and all, which is our symbol of Make in India. So we told everybody to come and invest, everybody to, like, we want to become the semiconductor manufacturing hub of the world. Okay, now it's China, USA has a lot of things, Taiwan has, these are the people who are making this chipset, okay, which you need in all the IC, integrated circuit, IC chip, which you need in all the electronics and things. It is like India is now not like anywhere in the top 10, and also we have to become the biggest people. So huge investments and huge programs are being launched. Right from 21 it became bigger. Okay, before that also we have, but 2021 onwards, scheme after scheme, investment after investment, MOU after MOU is being signed. Everything I'll show you. Okay, so static part not there in the Hindu. Any solid material whose conductivity is between conductor and insulator. Okay, so basic, if you are finding it difficult, conductor means something which can conduct current, meaning that material, if you pass current, current will come out. The current passing material, that is called conductor. Okay, without any resistance. Okay, in electronics communication terminology, if you say there is in current, there is voltage, there is resistance. Okay, if you are in BTech electronics and all, you will better understand with the technical part also, but basically understand current is there, voltage is there, some resistance is there. If resistance is there, means it is stopping the current, it is resisting. Okay, so conductor has smooth flow of current, okay, with very minute resistance. And insulator is like, there is some insulation, there is some resistance there, so it doesn't allow to conduct electricity. Okay, it can be electric conductivity, it can be heat conductivity, anything. Okay, now we are talking about electric. And then what if there is an object which is in the middle of this, meaning a partial conducting? Okay, it's not insulator also, it is not conducting also, partial. That is called a semiconductor. This is the basic definition. Now, that can be a naturally available element also, like this thing, silicon or germanium, or compound, meaning a mix of some elements like gallium, arsenide, cadmium, selenide. Okay, and these are the basic heart and brain of all the modern electronics, you can tell. Okay, diodes, transistor, integrated circuit, the chipset which is there in your laptop, in your phone, in your anything you take and break and see, your old phone or something you take and break and see, there will be chips inside. Okay, laptop, you will see the green color, one chipset will be there. So this and all, you need semiconductors. And why this is more popular? Because it's compact, meaning little small, reliable, power efficient, low cost. These are the features. Okay, it's used in aerospace, automobile, communication, clean energy, IT, medical, everywhere it has its use. Okay, and then again that industry 4.0. Okay, that also try to find out what is industry 1.0, 2.0, like that it's there. Web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 is there. These are all different timelines when these things used to develop and new technology comes. That is when they have more and more versions. Okay, so now power devices, optical sensors, light emitters, lasers, everywhere you need this chips, IC, okay, integrated circuits. So it is primarily made out of silicon and germanium, and without these chips you will not have all these things, okay, which you are using, laptop, tablet, smartphone and medical equipments. Now India's consumption of semiconductor is expected to cross $80 billion by 2026 and $110 billion by 2030, meaning the consumption is this much, means obviously you have to produce that much also. Now we are like importing almost everything. We cannot do that. We need to reduce the import. Same like oil bills we are trying to reduce. We have to reduce the import of these equipments also, or the chipset also. So now there are not many countries who is actually manufacturing chips. USA, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, Netherlands is given here, and then Germany is an emerging producer. We are also trying to go there. So India's in 2022, it is USD 27 billion, the industry, which 90% are imported. Okay, so we have an external dependence which we want to reduce. Now little news items before today's editorial. It's all extra information. Okay, ideally it is a notes, a proper mains answer for you to write a semiconductor related exam. So here 2021 many things happened. First is India announced $10 billion production linked incentive scheme, PLI scheme, where a lot of incentives and funding will be given to support the manufacturing of semiconductor, the display units and many things. Then Ministry of Electronics and Industry, they launched the design linked incentive scheme. Again same incentive to at least 20 domestic companies who is involved in design, specific to design, to achieve a turnover of 1,500 crore in the next 5 years. Okay, I'm giving you this one liner. Okay, instead of giving you this full scheme I can give you, but instead I'm giving you one liners. Then scheme for promotion of manufacturing of electronic components and semiconductors, specs. This is for again manufacturing the semiconductors. This all happened in those timeline, okay, 21 and above and before. Then Indian Semiconductor Mission was launched with 76,000 crore outlay. Okay, full world had COVID problems and all these things, and we have been pushing lot of funds in these things which many people did not know. Then in this mission itself there are many sub components, like you see. Scheme for setting up semiconductor fabs or this fabric displays, then scheme for setting up display fab, fiscal support of 50% of project cost subject to a ceiling of 12,000 crore per fabrication, scheme for setting up compound the semiconductor, silicon photonics, sensor fab and semiconductor. These are all headings only I'm giving. I'm not giving the detailing of each of these component. Okay, for you to write an answer, this is how you have to write. 2022 Ministry of Electronics again inaugurated the first ever Semicon India, which I showed you that photo, where conference they had. The theme was catalyzing India's semiconductor ecosystem. Here Prime Minister had that vision that India should be a leader in electronic manufacturing, semiconductor design They are manufacturing and innovation. Okay. And in 2023 news, US based one company is there, Micron Technology. They signed an MOU with the state government of Gujarat to establish a semiconductor unit worth 22,500 crore near Ahmedabad. Now, these kind of headlines when it comes, our new liberal media, social media, these people tell like, why everything in Gujarat? Bullet train is coming in Gujarat, this is coming in Gujarat, Tata's showroom is coming in Gujarat, Nano is being built, everything. Why Gujarat? Because Gujarat government is very, very liberal when it comes to privatization. Okay, there everybody understands business. Most of I've gone to Gujarat, I have seen people there. When I went there, when I stayed in the place also, in this Airbnb website, we book the house and go, right, the stay, accommodation. When we went there, it's run by a 19-year-old boy. Okay, so that, when I asked him, he's telling, from my 10th standard time, I'm doing this only. And I am controlling here 17 properties in this area alone, in Ahmedabad alone. Okay, and he has many other businesses. All his friends, he told, less than BMW, we don't buy a car. Okay, everyone has BMW and above. These people at the 19-year-old, okay, when most of you are in degree or whatever you're trying to do, and you are clueless about what to do in life, they are earning money. Okay, because Gujarat, business, there is, we troll and tell, Gujarat means business people. They are actually making the money from very young age. They understand business. Everyone has a family business. And they have the Surat, they have the diamond business also. Now you would have seen, the world's biggest office building is in India now, which is in Gujarat, which is in Surat, which is a diamond people's office. Okay, so that it's bigger than the Pentagon, which is there in the USA. The Pentagon, 9/11 attack time, you would have seen that 5-side building. That was the biggest office structure in the world. Now this is the biggest office structure. So Gujarat has that much money. They understand business. They give, when somebody tells like, we want to start a toy factory, immediately they'll give land. This much acres of land, go and do. They encourage every type of business. So people who are in social media asking, why everything in Gujarat? Do it in my Tamil Nadu, do it in my Kerala, do it in my Karnataka. You have to support also, right? If you are always having this communism, socialism and these kind of things in your mind, you will not encourage business. Anybody, you simply put a post in social media, I got a job. You will get hundreds of congratulations. Instead you put this thing like, I started a business. People will like doubtful what to do with this. Should I support this, or you see like foolishness he did, like instead of doing like his job in degree which he got, instead of going to IT job, he's starting something scratch. People don't support you. But Gujarat, it supports. Gujarat, everybody supports business. So these kind of things now, before being judgmental, before being like hating this thing and all, understand like why these trolls are coming, that they're everyone are business. That's actually a good thing for them. So understand these things. Okay, these are all, I'm making you learn. So every state has its own benefit. Every state, like Kerala will be very good in something. Tamil Nadu will be excellent in something. Okay, so that every state has its own beauty. So private and investments and these buildings and tourism, this and all you see in Gujarat because of their open-mindedness towards privatization and liberalization. Okay, so now coming back to this unit they are done. India and USA signed MOU on establishing the semiconductor supply chain during India-US 5th Commercial Dialogue 23. Meaning again something was there. They again signed an MOU. And so this USA and India building chipset is like year after year, it is improving only. Okay, now this is all not in today's editorial. This is all past what happened. Now in semiconductor, always good things we can tell, but there are bad things also, or problems also. What are the challenges? If India want to become number one, there are some problems. Main thing is funding. Okay, multiple $1 billion is needed to set up a semiconductor fabrication facility. Okay, again, display manufacturing is a complex technology for which huge capital investment is required. High risk is there. Long gestation period, meaning you start something, it will take long time to get the result. Okay, then payback period, by when you can recover the cost. Rapid change in technology, meaning by the time you make something, by the time USA would have invented some new technology. You know the TV screens and all. You buy a TV now, it will be like they will tell LED display, OLED display, curved display. Okay, and you like, okay, next year I'll buy. You decide. You start collecting money. Next year you go to the shop, they will tell OLED is outdated. Now some new OLED Q1 technology has come. Okay, or some quantum something has come. So now the complete technology is changed. So things keep changing. So if you delay, meaning you put slowly money and try to make chipset, by the time the world would have gone ahead. Understand these points. Okay, these are all very interesting points. Then fiscal support from the government. Again, government cannot put too much money into this. You need private players. Okay, India has a decent chip design talent, meaning we need to design things, but building up the actual chip and fabrication, that capacity, we are less talented or less skilled as of now. We have in our ISRO and DRDO, because there we need chipset in our rockets and all, we have, but that is limited to that. You make for your ISRO, you make for your DRDO. Otherwise, we don't have big units. One we have is in an old unit in Mohali, Punjab, we have a unit. Okay, then the chips thing, again, to make this right, you need lot of other resource also, not only money. Lot of liters of water is required, clean water in the manufacturing unit. Then stable power supply should be there because you're testing something which is electronic circuit. Then a lot of land is required, high skilled workforce is required. So these are the interesting points. I've just put 5. You can break down this into many points. Which is the second point and fifth point itself has 4-5 points. So break down this, you will get 10-15 points. Easily a 15 marker question just about the challenges and problems you can write. Okay, this is how you build your answers. These are just key points I'm giving you to put it in one slide. Okay, now these are again from newspapers, pictures, 6 reasons why India is an investment hub for semiconductor as per Modi. He has given something, okay, our ambition, our 5G, our Internet of Things, many things. Then an advisory committee was formed, okay, for this Semicon India. There also what all inputs they will see, okay, like investment should be promoted. These are general points. Global engagement should be encouraged, supply chain should be made, okay, supply chain, everything. It's not like one thing you make, the chain of it, the products, the raw materials, the one starting point to ending point, the complete thing should be ready. Okay, so that thing, just an interesting picture I saw about Atmanirbhar electronics, I just put it. Okay, now the next thing, semiconductor versus superconductor. Okay, so the name itself is there. Semi means, I told you, middle of conductor and insulator. Superconductor means what? Which is one of the best conductors, meaning no resistance, full proper current flow. So that also has the same places of applications. Okay, I'll try to ask ma'am to do a separate video also on these things, even though I tried my best to explain it. But in our science playlist also, I'll put this thing about semiconductor and superconductor, okay, or insulator, everything, full conducting thing, we'll put a video. So here if you see the differences is clear, what I told only. One is between insulator conductor, one is above conductor. Then the correct volt also they have told. Examples is important, the last slide. Silicon, germanium, selenium, the one side, and the other one, aluminum, niobium, magnesium diboride. Okay, so these are all examples of the this one, superconductor. So now in this article they have written one discovery which in Korea it happened, and this picture shows you many applications again: motor, generator, induction heater, cable, transformer, MRI scanning machines, this high field magnet, magnet trains are there. In movies you would have seen, if you've seen this Wakanda movie, Hollywood movie, they are showing that levitating train, meaning the train is not even touching the tracks now. Through magnet, it's like this, and it is going, okay, above that, without touching the tracks, in full speed it is going through that, like hyperloop kind of system, which is going to come in the full world. Hyperloop inside vacuum tubes, train will run on, like in the flight speed, it will run on the ground, okay, but it will not touch the track. It will be like without, so magnetic levitation, that thing, everywhere applications is there for superconductor, okay. So now again static. Superconductor, I told you, zero electric resistance when cooled to an extremely, like a critical low temperature. Okay, only in that time it will work as a superconductor. So this property allows them to conduct electricity without any loss of energy. So it is observed in many materials when they are cooled. Example, lanthanum, barium, copper oxide is one item. Okay, yttrium, barium, copper oxide, niobium, tin. Okay, these kind of things. It was not like now it is discovered. 1911 in Mercury, I think this person, Camerlin once, okay, this person discovered this thing. And then applications I told you, long distance power, the red color alone focus, okay, long distance power transmission, magnetic resonance, that is MRI machines, particle accelerator, which is large hadron collider, that is one of the biggest particle accelerator in the world. Then electric motor and generator, maglev trains. In quantum computing, all these places superconductor has its applications. Okay, so now before this editorial, January in Italy, okay, in Italy they had a discovery, you can tell. They told there is full understanding now of the superconductivity of the mercury. Meaning I told you 1911 itself that person discovered that mercury can behave as superconductor, but we didn't have a proper understanding. It took 111 years to explain the superconductivity. Okay, so that like this much cooling temperature, and then it will work, and some techniques are used. Okay, you have to prove it, right? You have to prove that it works as a superconductor. Some technique names: Bardeen, Cooper, Schrieffer, that theory, then spin orbit coupling, Coulomb repulsion. These are different science methods. You don't have to know the technicality of it, just to write an answer. We can use these methods to prove superconductivity. About mercury also 2-3 lines, because UPSC keeps asking about mercury and metals and all. It's a naturally occurring element found in air, water, soil, released in the atmosphere through various forms, maybe from rocks, from volcanoes, from geothermal activity, forest fire, okay, even through human activities, mercury can come out. It is the only metal which remains liquid at room temperature. Okay, this also can be a prelims kind of GK fact. Okay, now this is the till now was full from my end I gave you learning. Now superconductor news. a new claim of room temperature superconductivity, meaning you don't have to cool it now, room temperature by South Korea, and that material name they are calling LK99, which is having superconductor properties at room temperature and ambient pressure. The conventional one, as per as I told, that theory and all, we have it has to be cooled, and they can transport electric current with zero loss. Now scientists have been looking for a material that can be superconductor without being cooled. And in the last few years, many claims have come from different places. Different scientists will tell we discovered something, but nobody has able to prove it properly. Okay, now this is interesting because these people has put out the papers or related to their discovery open. Okay, free access. Anybody can access and go and read it. And there are some points which looks like they are in the right direction. Actually, they have this LK99 can be working as a superconductor in room temperature. So it looks more positive compared to any other claim which happened till date. That is the first page. Okay. And they have used some material called apatite. Okay. So that apatite in Greek, actually it means to cheat. So people are still, that name, they are hard to believe whether they have actually done something correct or not. So here, a room temperature and pressure superconductor is a valuable thing attached to the significant material as a scientific prestige. It's a prestigious thing if it is true. Okay. So this could prompt scientists to rush to publish their result. Okay. They are telling about the false claims also. Meaning, because it's a very prestigious thing, many scientists by one thing, something works, some maybe out of 10 checkpoints they have to say, maybe one works. Immediately they'll go and publish like, okay, or announce that, okay, we discovered superconductor. They'll go and tell everywhere. Okay. So it's like without proper data verification, they go and announce. But author is telling independent verification is crucial. South Korea's data also should be verified double or triple times. Then only you can tell whether it is actually true. For another claim which happened this year, they are telling originators told we have done everything, all checkpoints are fine, but we will not share the data because it will be like intellectual property. Somebody will steal it. Okay, we have to get it like patented or something. So we claim we have done everything, but we cannot give you the data. Okay, so now despite we know that scientists, they have years of research and all, margin of error only is possible, but still when it's research without verification, you cannot prove anything. Okay, so even if it is slow to come from a research group, another independent group, it should come. Only then we will be considering it as valid. Okay, this is the article. In article nothing is there. That's why I told you I wanted to teach you the theory. So again, that unexpected material apatite is used. Apatite is theory if you want. It's a phosphate thing surrounded by phosphorus surrounded by 4 oxygen atoms. That is how it is. The look will be the technical look. Okay. So that is used here. 10% copper substitution they have used in that metal. So then only you achieved the superconductor. This is all written in that Korea's paper. Okay. Then LK99 at room temperature is confirmed. Superconductivity. So this, if is true, it will be a new era in electric conductivity and technology. Now you no longer need to super cool it or make it in a particular critical temperature and all. Without that, you get semiconductor features is going to be revolutionizing electronic industry. We'll wait and see until it is proven. Okay. So batch 2 test series, again, if you want to study with this kind of detailing, all these notes that you see, right, it will be there in my test series also in some form. Wherever we discuss semiconductors in science test or current affair test, all these notes will be there. So the detailing I can guarantee. Studying is up to you. Okay. Just because you bought my test series doesn't mean you will pass. You have to buy it. You have to study it. Throughout the year, you have to study it. Obviously, you should pass. But problem is 90% of the people who enroll doesn't study. And they'll come and blame us at the end of the year. But some realize it also. It was my mistake that I didn't study. At least next year, let me use it. So that's the one another benefit. Mine is not portals or websites where you will lose the thing. The PDFs are soft copy PDF. It will be there with you lifetime. You can use it the next year also. Like last year, many people who passed, there are some people who passed. They are preparing for mains. Who couldn't pass, they are reusing my same PDFs. NCERT is same, science same, geography same, static part won't change. They need to enroll only to the extra 12 months of current affair which happens this year. Okay, or if I make any new test this year. So that is why I'm telling, one time experience with Vaishya IAS, you will understand what is the correct thing you have to study for exam. Okay, so tell me in comment section any reviews, any suggestions and all. WhatsApp number is given, and please hit subscribe because many are watching, half of them are like not even hit the subscribe button. Instagram also same. You are watching my things and all, but you are not hitting the follow button or alert notification button and all. Do that. Only then you will get to know everything which we do for you. Okay. So I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.